increased sophistication in transportation systems has touched every aspect of modern life. Today, individuals are in pursuit of simpler methods, convenience, and effective means of living. Modern transportation systems can make traffic management safer and more efficient. In this video, we will showcase 5 mind-blowing road technologies that will blow your mind. If you don't want to miss any of these incredible innovations, keep watching the video. Number 1. Chipfill. Gaveco Markings is a company that specializes in the manufacture and distribution of thermoplastic for road markings. However, the company's researchers discovered a new thermoplastic with exceptional qualities a few years ago. Primarily, it is suitable for road repair in its unrefined form. Large bags of flake-like Chipfill are transported in bulk. Workers first heat the damaged surface before applying these flakes. The Chipfill thermoplastic is then heated with a gas torch to optimally fill the crack or hole before melting with the bitumen. This procedure is suitable if the diameter or width of the damage is no more than 15 to 20 centimeters. Thermoplastic adheres to the surface significantly better than typical cold repair materials. It should be emphasized that roads can be restored and that the restoration process takes only 20 minutes, which is sufficient to avoid further surface damage. This eliminates the need for bulky and complicated road equipment year-round. Number 2. HUNKLINGER hydraulic paver laying clamps. While asphalt slabs are used to cover roads for automobiles, they are increasingly employed for sidewalks and walkways. Here is an innovative hydraulic paver laying clamp manufactured by the German firm HUNKLINGER. Each machine is outfitted with a patent-protected automatic hydraulic control unit, allowing it to be attached to any construction machine. In comparison, the installation of competing models, which often use an electro-hydraulic unit, is significantly more complex and limited to a specific number of machines. The robot runs in cycles, holding a layer of slabs while the clamps do lateral and horizontal leveling, then fixing the layer, lifting the slabs, and placing them on the surface until the walkway is complete. Number 3. Infrared pavement repair. Every year, 2 to 3% of the surface area of each city's roads deteriorate in areas where the environment is extremely harsh or where low-quality materials have been employed. Cracks and holes are the most prevalent issue. Traditionally, a large number of excavators equipped with hydraulic hammers, hand hammers, and specialized cutters are used to remove the asphalt layer. The introduction of specialized equipment, infrared asphalt heaters, has made the process of removing previous coatings more effective, easy, and inexpensive. Infrared heat softens the road without diminishing its integrity. This apparatus can heat asphalt, concrete, metal, and even thermoplastic without the combustion of bitumen. The initial step of repair is to place the heater over the damaged area. The asphalt is softened in less than 10 minutes, after which the heater travels to the next damaged region. Workers loosen the surface, apply new asphalt and revitalizing agents, and then level the layer. Rolling is the final remaining step. The outcome is a flawless surface that does not appear patched. It should be emphasized that unlike previous approaches, this method of road restoration allows for a reduction of materials by half. Number 4. Concrete rollers. Leveling the surface is the final step in building an indoor or outdoor concrete floor. Creating a flawless, joint-free surface is a difficult and time-consuming process. Traditional leveling techniques are imperfect and labor-intensive. This operation is significantly simplified and expedited by the creation of curb rollers. The company manufactures concrete rollers in a variety of sizes and styles, and a generator gives the device with power. The strong roller rolls compress the surface with ease to create a smooth surface. Adjusting the roller's operating width enables workers to do a variety of jobs. Polylevel may appear to be an ordinary spray foam that should not be used beneath these slabs, but it is made of polyurethane and has a higher density than ordinary spray foam in order to restore the original position of the concrete slabs. To fill the cavity uniformly, a substantial number of holes must be bored around the entire ring, which diminishes the aesthetic appeal of the site. Polyurethane foam has the advantage of being able to be filled through very small, practically undetectable holes. In addition to being lighter than regular mix, polylever offers a greater load-bearing capacity. The composition of the foam determines its lifting capacity. Polylevel dries nearly fast, allowing the repaired surface can be reapplied nearly instantly. Number 5. Filling the potholes. Road surfaces are subjected to a number of detrimental environmental conditions on a daily basis. Potholes are caused by inclement weather, soil impacted by destructive processes, and wheel friction. Companies that construct roads are expected to patch potholes, although they do not always meet this obligation in a timely manner. Citizens usually come to the aid of road detects and oftentimes adopt highly novel and inventive methods of restoration. Jim Becker, a Chicago-based artist, has decided to aid with road maintenance by filling particularly large and deep potholes with mosaics. After filling each hole with cement, he creates a design made of glass and marble. He assembles them at home in preparation. After visiting Pompeii, the artist had the notion to restore highways in this fashion. If ancient Rome's glass and marble roads have survived to the present day, then this technology is also applicable to modern motorways. His neighborhood is no longer easily confused with other city neighborhoods. This is because the roads are level and the patches on the surface are works of art. Despite the artist's work being technically illegal and the police and road services having no problem with it, no one will thus look for the man who is seeking to suppress his creative impulses. And that completes our video for today. We hope you enjoyed learning the 5 incredible road technologies in the world. Which of them amazed you the most? Tell us in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more content such as this.